we have?
All the United Nations.
I'm starting this one, so I'll start with introductions. Scott Buchanan, Finance Board Representative, he, him.
I'm Kanal, Finance Board Representative for Nancy.
Tori Heasley, the Coordinator for Student Organizations, Finance Board Advisor, she is. Susina, Finance Board Representative, she, her.
Welcome to the Finance Board. My name is Tanya. I'll be the Vice Chair. And she, her pronouns.
Candace Martinez. Oh man, sorry. Go ahead.
Joshua Gray, freshman ambassador here.
Candace Martinez, Doan, Assistant Director for Leadership and Governance, also the SGA Advisor, he, her.
Daniel Wayne, Chair of the Finance Board, he, him, pronouns.
Hi, I'm Zane Poppenberger. I'm the Vice President for Student Organizations.
Hi, I'm President Social SGA Treasurer. She,
Yep.
Oh, I'm Lilian. I'm the president of Mom UN, and
Okay. So, one second, I do have to give my spiel. You should have received questions beforehand through the email. All right. And Scott will be leading off the questions.
Can you please tell us about your organization and the event that you're requesting funding for?
Separate questions, Scott. We're doing it one at a time.
Okay.
wait, which one?
Can you tell us about your organization?
Okay, well, Mom UN, we have two parts to the club. One part is our general body simulations, where we invite the public to come simulate the UN, and they pick countries and like solve solutions. But the other part, the part we're requesting money for, is our conference team. We take our team to N1 DC. We take them to N1 New York too, but in the spring. And we compete against people around the world to not compete. Yes, you work with them, but you do get awards if you're better than people. I mean, it's true.
I think that answers the purpose of the event. So, how are members chosen to attend this?
We had a whole process. So I sent out applications, or posted them all over my NBC early June. Then we collected about 50 responses. About a week or two into the semester, the e-board sat down. We went through all the obvious no's, the maybes, and the yeses. We went through the yeses a couple times. Then I put in the returning members first because they get first priority, and then I put in the new people with the returning members, and then if there were like still open spots, I just put in the new people there. And I also we had some alternates, but we didn't end up getting them in. What was that last part? We had some alternates, but we ended up having to put them in.
Okay. Do you have other sources of funding for this?
No. Wait, does that include like how much I'm charging people?
No, this would be campus sponsors.
Oh yeah, well then
sponsors.
no. Yeah.
I think she went through recruiting.
Yep.
What do you think you'll be bringing back to UMBC campus?
Awards. Yeah. Can you expand on that? Awards?
Yeah.
Well, there are different levels of awards. There's like best delegate, which is like first place. There's outstanding delegate, which is like second place, and then honorable mention is like third place. And then there's also separate awards for the position papers, which are like the papers you send in before. We have not gotten a position paper award before because they weren't submitted all last year. That's something else. And, we have been getting honorable mention in the past, but we were aiming for head delegate, not head delegate, best and outstanding delegate for both our delegations this year.
Okay. Josh, can you scroll down a little bit? So right there, you said 26 people are attending, 25 are students. Is the other the advisor?
Yes, Dr. Hood.
Okay. She said she didn't have funding sources. Yep. Has the transportation already been paid for?
No.
And how many people are there per room?
4.
Okay. All right. I would like to open it up to questions. Are there any questions for the organization?
Yep. You said that returners get priority to attend. And do you mean like returners that have never attended before? Or like returners that have gone before just get priority because they're returners?
Well, the people who have done the club before get priority because they have done the club before, and my goal this year was to have to pair a returner with like a new person for each committee, but that didn't work out because there weren't enough returners. So that's why I gave them priority on their committees, but there was still like ample room for new members.
How many of 25 or 10? How many of the 25 are leaving? And how many are?
I would say about 15 are new and 10 are returners, including like the executive board that's attending. Yeah.
Is that greater than the amount of people who haven't attended before, or like?
Well,
is the number of people who haven't attended before larger than that?
yeah, because the number of people who haven't attended is 15, and then the amount of people who have attended is 10. So that's greater.
All right, I'm going to rephrase this because my point didn't get across. Did having returners as a priority prevent anybody from not being able to attend who wanted to attend?
No.
Okay.
Are there any other questions for the organization?
Is the, I don't know if it's correct, so is the faculty fee to pay for the faculty member just to be there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just doesn't pay for like their viewing or you guys just like?
No. It's like, because the delegate fee is like to register the delegate, and it's sort of like that just for the faculty. That doesn't cover food or anything.
Okay.
All right.
So that faculty fee is a registration cost for your faculty member?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other questions for the organization? All right. So, are any other questions? I do have a couple of things that will need to be told to you. Tanya?
Go ahead.
That will need to be told to the organization. How Tanya, you have a question?
Oh, I was saying, this may have been addressed. I'm so involved in typing right now. Sorry. The what have you like sought out, like, or have you attempted fundraising and whatnot for this?
Well, not this semester because it's so like a lot of this stuff's kind of being rushed. But we've attempted fundraising in the past, but our leadership was not very good last year, so it did not go through. So that's the tea. That is the tea.
So there are a couple things I do need to inform you of. So due to university policy, we cannot fund hotels within a 50-mile radius of UMBC. The Woodley Park Sheraton.
It's the Crystal City Sheraton, or Crystal City Marriott. Crystal City Sheraton.
Crystal Gateway Marriott.
Yes, Crystal Gateway Marriott.
It's within 50 miles, and unfortunately we will not. Is it within?
Yeah, it's 37.8 miles away.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It was about 40-ish.
Other questions for the?
Well, so
So,
let me clarify that.
So because of that, we will not be able to fund your hotel fees.
Okay.
You have something you'd like to say?
Yeah, was the request for the travel, was that just one way, was that round trip, or one round trip?
My treasurer did this and not me, so.
I did the math for it, and it's round trip.
One
No
round trip.
transportation reimbursement for 4 cars.
For 4 cars.
Okay. So one way there, one way back, round trip, yes. Okay.
Are there any other questions for the organization? All right, I have one question. So it states that you have 4 cars. However, 26 people are going to be in attendance. Are you taking a bunch of minivans?
Honestly, my treasurer did this, I didn't.
Okay.
Most people are probably either going to carpool to public transportation or take public transportation to there because parking in the hotels.
Okay, well, one thing then is that if you were to take public transportation, we cannot offer you this amount.
Okay.
For a gas reimbursement, as you would not
Yeah.
be charged traveling that far.
Yeah.
Is that a cannot, or you would not like to fund that?
Why would we fund them gas? It's by mile though, so why would we fund them? They're not going to go that far if they want to take public
Oh, you're
transportation. Yeah.
That's just like an estimate onto who would like drive down there.
Okay. I mean, it's just for this. It puts the finance board into a bit of an awkward situation, as you know, this one was based off of by the 54-cent university reimbursement by the miles round trip. However, with this next one, you put us in a bit of a limbo as we can't determine what's going on, of how much we should actually fund you then, as the formula no longer works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any comments from the board on how we're going to resolve this one?
would having additional time to look over those numbers, since you said you weren't sure of things, and discussing that with your treasurer to find out like the nitty-gritty details of those dollars,
Yeah.
would that be helpful to like maybe come back next week?
I could do that.
So we would have to table you for next week and then come back.
For the rest of this.
Yeah, as
We'll have to come
for
back.
all of it. Oh, I mean,
Well,
Could we,
it would not, you would have to come, well, she wouldn't have to be here, but we couldn't fund this.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
in general.
It would be a general consent basis. So essentially what is being recommended right now is that you would, because we cannot consider piecemeal legislation, everything has to be voted on in full. So we couldn't just like, okay, we'll vote on the first 3 line items and not the fourth and do it next week. We'd have to vote on that all together.
Okay.
So what would occur would be that we would table this vote to next week. You would send Carly a updated budget sheet with a number that you provide documentation for and calculate out. And then based off of that, it would come back to the board and then the board would then vote.
Okay, but I do need this cost by tomorrow because I need to have the money in by a certain date.
Okay.
So I think I am just going to take that as the transportation reimbursement number.
So you want to move forward with the vote tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott?
What documentation should be submitted for transportation reimbursement?
Well, we have the 54-cent one. Tori ran the math through it, so it makes sense.
With miles?
Yeah, miles
Okay.
from Google.
And it says
Google
4
Maps.
cars.
Yeah, and then it's also 4 cars, multiplied by 4, generally 5.
And
We're
then
not.
2 for contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Would just moving to the end of the evening be beneficial to recalculate that?
do you think you could do that?
Would you be able to like reach your treasurer if we were to like see the other
He's
two?
flying.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Okay, so it's not.
As far as the 4 cars, are the people that have committed to driving there the
Yeah.
whole way, so there are people that have
Mhm.
committed driving all the way
Okay.
to the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Are there
that's
4
Well, yeah,
people
that
that?
makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 people are committed to doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, then I don't see too much of an issue with that.
Can
Sounds
I
good.
offer a point of clarification?
Yep.
So I forgot your name,
Lillian.
Lillian. So I just want to put a point of clarification. So what the finance board is saying is that they're going to vote as to whether or not to approve all of this, including this $167, right?
Yeah.
If you come back looking for reimbursements for something other than this mileage, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's
Mhm.
okay.
And if they have the faculty?
I think that's the thing for discussion. Yep. All right, if there are no other questions, the board will move to a period of discussion. During discussion, you're allowed to stay. However, speaking will be limited to finance board members.
Okay.
All right. Is there anyone who would like to lead off discussion? No one?
Look at me, I'm typing.
All right, how many side pieces you got now?
No, you start.
Yeah, kind of want you to start.
Alright.
Yeah, because that was like twice now, I think, right?
So asking about the faculty fee because it's kind of like a registration fee for the faculty members, and finance board uses student money to pay for kind of student organization events. I would not be in favor of funding the faculty fee. Delegate fees is like registration fees for people attending, so obviously we'd be in favor of funding that. And like I said, we already shared hotel costs. Travel reimbursement, did we,
It's just,
are we
This
saying
is-
like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go with it?
We approved the university going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in favor of doing the 50% rule with that.
For this one, I don't feel it makes as much sense as considering 54 gas doesn't cost 54 cents anymore, so I don't think it makes sense to cut that in half as well and then further reduce that. The university deemed this as a fair level of compensation, so I don't have a reason as to why we would doubt that, but yeah.
I'm kind of in favor of fully funding that because it was a small price anyway. Yeah, but those are good. Driving district.
All right, so would someone else just be calculating the number that we will be voting on?
2,542.86.
Hold on, wait.
Say that again?
$2,542.
Okay.
86 cents. That's the delegate plus travel.
Okay.
Oh, and that's travel.
That 167 is round trip.
One round trip, it's a 2-day event.
Well,
That's not what they asked
Well,
for.
the card-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not what they're
I was
asking.
curious, okay.
Because they'll be set, I don't know if they're still using it.
Yeah, but this one's currently being trusted, so.
Yeah, I was just making sure of that.
Yeah, all right. Just double check, someone would run the numbers one more time.
I did, they're good.
They're good? Okay. Well, all right, if there is no more.
Point of information, point of clarification.
For information.
Yeah.
Self-disclosure, I will be attending this conference,
Okay.
but are we keeping the precedent that as long as we're not on executive board?
Good discussion to have, indeed. All right. So, if you were personally benefiting from your vote on this board, I feel an abstention is required.
Agreed. Do we need to show of hands?
So I would like to specify it is, if you will, I think we need a bit more precise language. So like benefit, of course, is a very broad thing. If you will be attending this conference, if you're attending conferences or attending competitions, or if you are on the executive board of an organization planning an event, is there any other type of things that we'd like to include in our abstention policy?
Previously, I think over the summer when we discussed this, we included previous relationships and family. Was that?
Well, like family and like current relationships.
Family and current relationships. So
Like previous relationships.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sound up to
Okay.
your best
Of
interest.
people who would benefit from
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
funding.
so like if you were dating someone who's like having
Or
a
your
finance
sister.
board, yeah, if your
Right.
sister's in it as well, you would obviously be able to vote. So these would be our 4 abstention criteria. Is everyone all right with that? We can of course expand this if we see the need to. But Zane, you're still an abstention.
I mean, yeah, I'm comfortable doing that. I just was, when I attended finance board last year, this was brought up that one of the points was made that like, since we are elected by the students to like carry out this duty, we should be like, I forget, I think it was something about it, that like, it's not, I don't say not that I'm saying, but like, you should have full confidence in being able to like, make the right decision. I mean, that's just what, I'm fine with abstaining and like having an abstention policy, but that's just like on the point, I think, that we brought up.
Yeah. For me, it's just like if everyone was perfect and didn't ever have an inkling of thought, sure. However, to cover ourselves from any accusations of impropriety, we're going to ask for this abstention. All right. So Zane will be abstaining. All right. Is there any other comments or concerns?
What are we doing for travel or transportation?
We're funding at that level.
Okay.
Yep. The university policy states 54 cents. Tori did the math for us, thankfully. The organization also stated that they already had people committed to driving all the way over there, so we have no issue with funding at that level.
Okay.
At least I personally, I can't say we, I personally do not have an issue with funding at that level.
It's weird to me that we're paying for some or transportation reimbursement, but other people are taking public transit, and that's like come out of their pocket.
It's what was requested. We can't go around as like demanding things.
I agree, and I think that we're all offered the opportunity to resubmit.
The organization chose not to.
Yeah, the organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you did offer the opportunity.
Yeah. It was just like if they would like to do that, the executive board of the organization is supposed to be acting in the best interest of the organization. If they feel that the organization's best interest, this is the line to go with. Are we the ones to question that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Move
But
to approve.
would anyone like to second that move? All right. Move to approve Model United Nations for the amount of $2,542.86. All those 4, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 6. 6. 6, 4. All those against? 0. And all those abstaining?
Oh, hey.
All right. Model United Nations, you have been funded for the amount of $2,542.86. So Carly will be speaking with you as you exit the room. She'll give you next steps, as well as if you have any comments or concerns, please feel free to tell her and she'll relay those to us.
Okay.
All right.
Bring back the trophy.
I will.
Right.
It was all like pennies, but yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
I'll bring them back.
I'll send you
Joshua.
pictures.
Pretty cool.
Thank you.
How do you ask message after
I
message?
feel like we should hear fine.
All right, so we have gospel choir coming in at 8 o'clock.
Wow.
Come on, guys.
Really? So,
That's the work with the cheer.
Y'all doubted me.
We'll be there.
I don't know.
Doubting
I'm with this.
I never doubted you.
I never doubted you.
Yeah, okay. Carly, do you have the contact information for your gospel choir so you can give them a call?
Oh, yeah. Do you know why there's a question mark on the C?
Yeah. For
Was that the
now.
one with the, like, it was on one form but not the other?
What are you talking about?
Josh,
On
go to child.
I didn't see that.
Jasmine or Howard?
So finance board will enter a
Oh,
period of recess. Oh,
wow.
finance board will move into a period recess for 5 minutes, and then we'll see how Carly goes for that. All right.